Hi, I'm Presley Henningsen, trial lawyer here at RSH Legal. I want to talk to you today about nursing home abuse and neglect. First of all, what is nursing home abuse and neglect? It can take many forms. There can be physical abuse, mental or emotional abuse, even sexual abuse. Within those types of abuse, you see more specific causes such as dehydration, bed sores, broken bones, unexplained bruising, even financial abuse. What causes abuse or neglect? Often nursing homes are understaffed. This is simply because it's a very difficult job to do, and the corporations that own these nursing homes do not pay sufficiently to maintain the right number of staff or the right people in those positions. In fact, sometimes abuse or neglect can happen because of burnout. Staff are tired, perhaps they've been doing this job for too long, and they've lost the ability to feel and care anymore about what's going on in the nursing home, and people get hurt. Sometimes nursing home abuse or neglect occurs because of poor training or poor oversight. There is no one watching, and so the staff don't know what to do and don't have a supervisor there to help them. That causes problems. Obviously, if you see abuse or neglect, you will know it. But how can you know if it's going on when you're not there? There are a couple things you can look for. Obviously, any unexplained bruises, cuts, or injuries are something that you need to investigate. But if you show up frequently and your loved one is in soiled depends and not been changed in a timely manner, then you need to investigate other things as well. Because if they're not going in and taking care of their continence care, they may not be supervising them at other times that they need supervision as well. Also, you want to make sure that your loved one's properly hydrated. If when you visit, you're finding empty water jugs all the time, you know that staff is not coming in the room and filling the water jug. Again, that means they're not supervising your loved one at other times as well. I would recommend that if you suspect something is up, something's not making sense, show up at the nursing home at unscheduled times, show up in the evening, even at the overnight hours, just to peek in and see how your loved one's doing. There is a difference between outright abuse and negligence. If you know your loved one has been hurt intentionally, that would be abuse. And that would be something you need to clearly act on immediately. However, just because they didn't mean to hurt your loved one doesn't mean they weren't negligent. They have a job to do. They know what their duties are and they need to do that. They get paid to do that. But if they don't and your loved one gets hurt, even though they didn't mean for it to happen, that can still be negligence and you should investigate it further. So what should you do if you suspect abuse or neglect? The first thing you should do is take care of your loved one's safety and well-being. If you need to remove them from the home and find a different location, then make that happen. Immediately after that, you should contact the Iowa Department of Inspections and Appeals at the number on the screen and let them know what happened. When you call the Iowa Department of Inspections and Appeals, give them the full, simple, factual story of what happened and allow them to do their job. Once their investigation is done, they will issue findings and from there you can act. In the meantime, you should contact an attorney who actually does nursing home cases and see what they have to say. When you're screening attorneys, simply ask them, have you tried a nursing home abuse or neglect claim? That will allow you to know, is that attorney someone who actually does these cases? Because you want to talk to someone familiar with the federal and state regulations that apply to nursing homes and with the defense tactics that are used routinely in these cases. We wish you the best. If you have further questions, give us a call. We're RSH Legal, fighting for fairness.